is the Believer's Voice of Victory broadcast. Today, Gloria Copeland, my wife, will be concluding her series on the Spirit of Faith.
Watch his right hand here, and you'll see him doing the sign.
I don't wait for the devil to attack me. I do know when I start doing things for God in a big way, like buying more television time, building.
In this video I will be covering all of the Calvary Chapel pastors pictured here under Chuck Smith, founder of the Calvary Chapel Movement. This is Pastor O'Reese, head pastor of Calvary Chapel, Golden Springs, California, and Somebody Loves You Ministries. He is a disciple of Pastor Chuck Smith, the father of the Calvary Chapel Movement. I believe Pastor All is leading a double life. Here are some clips of him making the devil horns during a recent sermon.
First thing he mentions, not the people. First thing he mentions is that idol. From now on, we're going to go by you getting your right hand stamp with a little microchip or your forehead. So what's going to take place once you take that mark? He says 666. We really don't know if it's going to be a chip, whatever it is, but it's a mark. Once you take that mark or that chip, you're done.
And here is another clip of him doing it during an outside service not too long ago.
That are going to be saved, and there's a number of them, and when that number rises up and that number comes to pass, the end will come. Listen to what Paul says in 11:25 of Romans.
Now I will play a clip of Pastor Skip Heidzig of Calvary Chapel, New Mexico, giving the devil horns hand sign, very quickly, during a promotional video for his church.
We truly care for the well-being of each and every person who calls Calvary Church home, and we want to keep everyone as safe as possible.
Pastor Jeff Johnson, senior pastor of Calvary Chapel of Downey, California.
That the head of every man is Christ. The head of the woman is the man. And the head of Christ.
Don Stewart's, who now has a ministry called Educating Our World. He is a part of the Calvary Chapel Inner Circle and gives prophecy updates at a lot of the Calvary Chapels.
Receive that new body. So again, back to original.
Pastor Greg Laurie, who has a ministry called Harvest Christian Fellowship. He is very popular with the young people, probably because of the rock music and famous guests he interviews. I did a video on him called Pastor Greg Laurie / Misleading the Masses, Satanic Hand Sign. I will post the link at the end of this video.
It's strange to watch all the people wearing the glasses and you find yourself, reaching out, trying to touch the things. I'm thinking of wearing these the whole time. What do you think? Because you know what? Don't take a picture of that. That's... With 20/20 hindsight.
By watching him do that, we can know that the Holy Spirit is not controlling this man, because the Holy Spirit living inside a person would never cause that person to do this sign, unless one would dare to attribute in utter madness to the work of the Holy Spirit the causing of a person to acknowledge Satan as Lord. Whenever a person does this with his fingers, whether in ignorance or not, you can always be sure that a demon is making him do this sign.
I decided to put this old clip of Jesse Duplantis in here, because it is similar to the next clip.
Now on this one you can hear him quickly say the words, "I'm with Satan," immediately after he does the sign. Watch his right hand very carefully as he does the sign, and then quickly says the words, "I'm with Satan."
Oh, he didn't know Jehovah as Father. He was a reciter of learned words. I want to tell you something. He didn't know Jehovah as Father. He was a reciter of learned words. I want to tell you something. He was a reciter of learned words. I want to tell you something. He was a reciter of learned words. I want to tell you something. He didn't know Jehovah as Father. He was a reciter of learned words. I want to tell you something.
In this last clip of Calvary Chapel Pastor David Rosales, he gives the horns of the goat hand sign as he says, "Well done my good and faithful serpent." I will play the clip 2 times at normal speed, then 1 time at half speed. It is very clear. This was pointed out to me by a commenter in a video I did on him.
Because I answer to God. I answer to God first. And I want to be able to hear the words, "Well done my good, my faithful servant." That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. And I want to be able to hear the words, "Well done, my good, my faithful servant." Well done, my good, my faithful servant. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Was Calvary Chapel a work of God? I believe most all of Chuck's offspring are false Christian leaders that Satan is using to lure many people into a false form of Christianity, which will eventually lead many into the arms of the Antichrist. I went to Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa, California for many years, and I thought, if I could only get into their ministry I would be right where God wanted me. I'm glad He directed my steps in another direction.